Hello, guys. Happy Friday. I don't know how happy it is because 2022 is not playing fair. So today we have to mourn the loss of Tracy Braxton, gone way too soon. Oh, man. When it comes to those Braxtons, I mean, like most, I am originally a Toni Braxton fan, but I do remember when her sisters came out. And I remember it was going to be like a little reality show or whatever showing us about them and their little album tour, and then it just kind of disappeared. And I never really knew exactly what happened with that whole situation. So when the Braxton show was coming out, I was on it. Like, I love Toni. I want to see if she stands behind, what Oprah said about it, all the things, bankruptcy, breaking up with, what's his name, Carrie from Mint Condition. I really, that's what I was looking forward to. But from the very first episode, it led us into the sisters, and each one had like different nicknames of like what kind they were, but they were real. Tamar was the spoiled one, you could tell. But yeah, she, had her little sassy attitude, so you could see that they're straight, roots from where they were from. Uh, Tawana was like the boss. Like, she just took care of business. She's very responsible and very, tedious, and to the point that I remember when Tawanda was gonna start she started a whole thing about being an assistant. She had me wanting to step it up. Like, what, they need good assistants who better handle business. And trust me, I never wanted to be anyone's assistant, but I was like, hey, it's a real responsibility. And I mean, if nobody taught us, what was his name, Bentley, who used to be with Puff Daddy. I'm just in a blank right now because I really can't believe I'm making a video about Tracy Braxton passing. But anyway, so Tawanda was that. Trina was like this spice and this liveliness. But I love the realness in Trina from season one when she busted out like, hey, I had oral sex with dude. I'm like, what did she wait, she just admitted that she was the one. Wait. Her realness, I fell in love. Of course, Toni, we got to see more in her and learn about her lupus and her illness and everything else going on, with her son, and, just watching these things. So you got to go inside of the Braxtons. We got to, know their mom. We got to even later on get to know their dad and the situation with, him leaving the mom. Like, they really let us in. We got to know about Mikey, their brother, and they were like this real family. And, understanding their story made me like understand Toni Braxton even more and how she was. But I fell in love with each sister. I really did. Like, they were my sister. Like, they were my homegirl. Like, they were my family. And when they were falling out, I knew they would come back. And I knew it wasn't like a forever thing because I'm a sibling. But it was real. It was real. And I'm saddened about Tracy's passing. And then I'm hollering to the skies and everywhere else, fuck cancer. Um, just it's sad. It's sad. I didn't want to come on here and talk about her illness, and I didn't want to look back later and be like, "What about the joys?" Like, I thought Tracy was hilarious. When she was funny. I remember when her and her husband, went on couples therapy, and I remember when all the Braxtons weren't recording, and she did the season and had New York on there and Flavor Flav, and that's the only Tracy. Only Tracy. I remember when she found out that her son was having a baby. And she was like, really, like, even though she, had the worries of mom did, she was so excited. I'm so glad she got to be in that, and that grandbaby got to know her. Like, that's just, when you think about life, my prayers go out to the sisters, to the siblings, to the mom, to the dad. You know, it really does. It goes out for them in this time of losing a part of you. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. And I want to thank you. Thank you all for signing those contracts to let us in your world. We never would have got those albums out of Tamar. we never would have got the album out of Tracy. We wouldn't even really know her other than Toni Braxton's sister. And she wouldn't, that shadow that she was so afraid to live in, or feeling like she wasn't or enough or any, whatever that was. I'm glad she let us into that, because we love you, Tracy. Many a people, we love you, Tracy. You are the Braxtons. Yes, we can see, and we see, what is it? We are the Braxtons and you see. Oh my goodness, I love you guys. And my prayers are out for you, really. And I want to go back and just watch all the seasons from season 1, but right now I'm like, it's going to be kind of sad to watch. But I know there'll be a time to come back in, and I thank you. I thank you for letting us get to know you, Tracy. I really do. Thank you for letting me get to know you. I can't speak for anyone else. I can't. But like I said, when I say I have love for all the Braxtons, I really do. I really do. And I'm really praying for you right now. And thank you. Thank you for letting the world into your world. Thank you for letting us into your life. That's how we can even know about your son or your husband or your grandson, or, anything that we know about you. And I'm thankful for it. And it's a sad day today. It's a sad day. But like I said, you are loved. Rest well, Queen. I really don't know what else to say. I'm in shock. Like, this can't be real and so young. But like I said, my prayers are definitely in list for all your family, friends, your fans, your supporters, everyone who right now is in awe, in shock, in sadness, in disbelief. And I just wanted to let you know you were loved. You were loved very much. Not because you were Toni Braxton's sister, but because you were Tracy Braxton. And that's what you were loved for. And I know that's what I loved you for. That's what I loved you for. And I'm thankful that we ever even got to know Toni. Because if Toni hadn't become who Toni became, we would never got to know all these great siblings she had. Trina, Tawanda, Tamar, Toni, and Tracy. And then Mikey. I always forget about him. I always forget. Like, there's this guy in the mix, right? Oh yeah, he's the brother. And I mean, I have one sister, and it's the greatest thing, but I couldn't imagine like having 4 sisters and growing up and going through things. And of course it's gonna be arguments and fights. It's part of siblings. I mean, you could have all brothers and have that. But your love, the love you all have for each other, the love you all have shown us that you have each other, ups, downs, whatever, that's part of being a sibling. But the love you all have for each other is what hurts my heart of thinking of you all missing that in your life, So my prayers are definitely up for you. But I had to drop something. There's no way that I could have any kind of platform, big or small, and not mention things that I care about, and not mention things that I love, or things that are part of my life, because every season of you all I watched, and it sent me to everything and every venture that you all did outside of that. So once again, Tracy, love you. Thank you. Thank you for giving us you. Thank you for being real. Thank you for showing us it's okay that if you might be a little bit different, but that's you. And you stood in you, and I loved it. I love you. And rest in peace, Queen. Rest in peace. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. And you know what? Just remember that, time waits on no one, and tomorrow is not promised. Love on the people you have. Love on them. Be there. Enjoy them. Enjoy every moment. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Good night.